Creep on in, on in, on in.
Us is a new film that was written, produced, and directed by the great mind Jordan Peele. And for those of you who don't know who Jordan Peele is, Jordan Peele used to be a comedian on Comedy Central, and he used to have a show full of sketches along with his friend and co-star. It ran on Comedy Central for a few seasons, and Jordan Peele and Keegan-Michael decided to split and go their separate ways, and Jordan Peele wanted to focus more on the horror genre and become a director. And he directed his first film, Get Out, back in 2017. He became the first black screenwriter to win an Oscar. So Us stars Winston Duke and Lupita Nyong'o. They play these two parents that traveled with their family to a vacation house. But then while they were staying at the vacation house, they meet this mysterious family that looks exactly like them. Before watching this movie was one of my anticipated movies going into 2019. So I was really captivated going in. And after watching this movie, I was just like, ah! Before I go in depth with this film, I just wanted to talk about the performances. Lupita Nyong'o, I'm just want to have like a 30-second soliloquy of how beautiful she is. Oh my goodness, Lupita Nyong'o is fine as hell. Look at how black her skin is. It's like looking at pure diamond. I mean, I bet her farts taste like medicine. I bet the sweat from her taint would taste like Gatorade. That's how I felt, you know. Lupita Nyong'o really did a really good job of her performance. Like, her performance was just groundbreaking. Like, I literally was lost in her performance. When I was watching her on screen, I felt like I was in a sucking place. Also, her performance is a huge reminder of how great she is in all of her movies. She is a fantastic actress, and she deserves an Oscar for this performance. And it was just groundbreaking. Not only that, she plays two characters in this movie. She plays the doppelganger as well. And she does a really good job of portraying that character along with the real character. Winston Duke's character, he plays the husband, and he did a really good job of portraying his character. And also, I felt like his character had the most responsibility in this film because this film had humor, and he was the only character that gave the film its humor. For his character, it definitely worked with the confines of the plot and the story. The kids that portrayed their characters, they also have played their doppelgangers as well. They all did a good job. The cast members did a phenomenal job with their performance, but Lupita Nyong'o deserves top-notch praise. To best describe Us, I would say that Us is more of a thinking man's horror film. There are so many elements you can just take away from it after watching this movie that it can get the people talking and have their own theories, and this film can create discussions. This movie can create debates, and I really love a film, especially a horror film, that allows you to open your mind and have discussions with other people. Those are the best type of filmmaking, especially for a horror genre. And this right here is one of the rare elements that horror films are missing today. The type of film that has this audience delve deep within themselves. But there are so many layers and aspects that will allow the audience to have their own perception of what the message that Jordan Peele was trying to showcase. It forces the audience to learn something about themselves, or whether question their own perception of reality, of what they believe who could be their own worst enemy, or either it could be themselves, or someone else, or something, or a goal. And another creeping factor that I had to point out, that this movie was strictly a horror film. There is tons of horror elements. This movie looks and feels more like a horror movie. There are scary images in this movie, and there are disturbing images in this movie as well. I wouldn't say it's scary, but still it had horror elements, but it wasn't as scary as I would have hoped. But still, I was still satisfied. The music was groundbreaking and definitely brought in a creep factor. And every time when there's a character going in a hall or looking like through or looking through a window or looking at the edge of a wall, there is this epic scary music that is added in that elevates this scene to new heights, and it just definitely gave me chills and goosebumps watching it. Us definitely gives you entertainment value, and so I don't really have any particular flaws with this film. This film was nearly close to perfect. There's a certain part of the film where I wanted them to not answer none of our questions. There will be questions that will be answered through the film, but there will be more questions you will have to ask yourself after you're watching this movie. I just felt like the questions that was answered while watching this movie should have never been answered while watching this movie. That makes sense. That's only like a nitpick, because I felt like if that wasn't there, if those questions didn't get answered, it would have brought more ambiguity to the film. I'm going to do something special. I'm not going to give it my highest rating. I'm going to put... Alright guys, that's my review of Us. Have you seen Us? What do you think of Us? Please let me know. Groundbreaking work from Jordan Peele, so definitely check this movie out. I urge it. If you like everything you see and you agree, subscribe to my channel and join me in the Batman family. I'll have more Batman-tastic reviews in the way. You have been warned. Till then...